ECE had an amazing year in 22-23. I want to share the highlights with our staff and families about what was most impactful in the classrooms. Everything that happens in our classrooms is due to the hard work of our teachers and support staff, and I want to take this opportunity to thank them for their tireless dedication to our Lindbergh schools. They make ECE amazing. ECE staff and families hear a lot about social emotional learning from me. It is where we focus the greatest amount of time in our classrooms. Some students will be able to learn some of these skills by watching the adults in their life, but other students need additional support to reach their potential in one area or another. Every year, there's more research to learn about in the area of social emotional learning in young children. From that new information, we chose a couple of topics to focus on this year. One focus for this year was in building our professional learning community skills as educators, meaning that we have been focused on the structure of the professional learning community, or PLC, which is learning from each other, and this research in small teams and then also in one large team. We've chosen to study those SEL skills that yield the most positive effect for our students' overall social emotional ability. Our PLC is made up of all of our teachers in our 22 special ed and general education classrooms, and we meet each Friday. Each month we focus on one or more skills such as curiosity or self-awareness, personal responsibility, confidence, persistence, building relationships, self-regulation, creativity, self-control, or initiative. Each month we focus on a different skill to assess each of our students. We set up learning scenarios in the classroom and then observe the behaviors of the students. Some students need more help than others, and this allows us to easily recognize that. The second item to highlight in this work is the use of EduClimber. This is the system that the district uses to integrate child data. We are adding the level of mastery for these social skills into EduClimber for each student. This means that the teacher who has the student the following year can build upon the student's existing skills. This was the first item added to EduClimber from early childhood, and I'm really proud of all of our teachers who have learned this new tool to help their students. The 4 C's, creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and communication, are the bedrock of how we teach students. We work on the belief that children construct knowledge based on their past experiences. In that light, we provide experiences for learning, such as that which is shown in the pictures. The 4 C's are a district-wide focus, and they help to prepare our students for working in the ever-evolving workplace of our world today. No matter what field of study or career is chosen for any individual, these 4 skills are a necessary part of their success. A fun example that I have shared before involves these 3 boys in focused play. I was in the classroom doing an observation, and the 3 boys in the picture began getting very animated in their play. So I started paying closer attention to them. Knowing that the teacher had specifically planned to support the students in their skills of critical thinking, agency, and collaboration, I was happy to see this play happening. The teacher intentionally stayed back so that the students could practice these skills. They were all working together to figure out how high they could get the wooden ball to fly into the air after it rolled down the ramp. We all know that this could get out of control pretty quickly, but I was so impressed with the self-regulation skills of the boys. They kept adjusting the black ramp and starting the roll at different places on the ramp. Then they got the ball to go a little bit higher, and they kept trying different ways to get it to fly higher up into the air. They talked with each other, suggesting different strategies, all the while listening to each other. It was pretty cool to see. It is clear that the students have learned skills in self-regulation which allowed the play scenario to stay in control. Each day, students practice self-regulation and other social skills. They do this while working independently, or with friends, or with teachers. Students have fun and enjoy learning new skills to support their growth and perseverance. And they do things such as learning about the world around them through hands-on and virtual experiences that can be brought to them from other parts of the world. Practicing how to handle disappointment of a friend not wanting to play with them, or gaining confidence by helping a friend learn a new skill. Practicing to accept their strengths and weaknesses and to accept themselves. Or practicing taking turns in a game to gain perspective. We are so fortunate to have these incredible students that we work with each day. They inspire us to continue learning ourselves in order to better serve them. It's really just an amazing job that we all have. Thanks for taking a moment to hear about ECE and the work of the students in 22 and 23.